Good morning everyone. I am DC Chanaya, Head of the Mechanical Engineering Department, DVSIT, Kavali. Let us discuss the multi-stage compression in reciprocating compressors. Multi-stage compression. We are all seeing the schematic line diagram of multi-stage compression. What is meant by multi-stage compression? Compression of air in multi-cylinders by keeping the intercoolers in between them one after one to get the higher pressure. This process is called as a multi-stage compression. If you observe these three cylinders, you will get one idea. The area of cross section is decreasing, or the diameter of the cylinders is decreasing. What is necessary to keep the diameters of the cylinders in a decreasing manner? Our aim is to have the multi-stage compression is to get the high pressure compressed air. So to have that high pressure compressed air, the volume of the cylinders must be decreased in manner. So if the volume of the cylinders is decreasing, the area of the cylinders must be decreased to have the increased pressure range. That is the main information. So once we see the diameters of the compressors in a decreasing manner for multi-stage compression, we have to remember that to get the highest possible delivered pressure. That is the important thing. In multi-stage compression, we have to know one important term. What does that means? Perfect intercooling. What is meant by intercooling? Intercooling means cooling of compressed air in multi-stage compression by using intercoolers. Here we are using three different cylinders. In a low pressure cylinder and intermediate pressure cylinder, we used intercooler. So we have to cool the air after first stage compression. And also in between intermediate pressure cylinder and the high pressure cylinder, we are using another intercooler. So to have the higher pressure, temperature also increases, but we have to reduce the temperature of the cooler, because if we do not reduce the temperature of compressed air, we have to supply more work for the compression of air. So compression work is negative work, and we have to supply that work for compression. We have to keep the work as small as possible. For isothermal compression only, the work input will be reduced. So to have that maximum possible isothermal compression, we are using the intercoolers. So come for the perfect intercooling. What is the meaning of this perfect intercooling? If we are able to cool the air to its original temperature T1 from the temperature T2 after first stage compression in LP cylinder, then that type of intercooling is called as perfect intercooling. For perfect intercooling, temperature T2 is equal to temperature T1. If we achieve this, we will get the lesser work input for the compression. So with perfect intercooling, we can reduce the work input for compression. So here air is from atmosphere, air is entering the LP compressor at the temperature T1. So and after compression, air is leaving the LP compressor for T2. So if the temperature is cooled back to its original temperature T1 in intercooler, then that type of intercooling is called as perfect intercooling.